hello. You might hear some clicking in the background because I have some things going on. You're not entitled to listen to this. You're not entitled to watch this. Like, you don't have to. And I don't want it to become a rambly mess of, like, thoughts that just don't make any sense. If I do end up posting this, like, it will be edited, so it's not, hopefully, just yapping, to put it lightly. But, I just wanted to talk about something that I've experienced and continue to experience as, you know, the stereotypical, as a blank blank, I blank blank, but as a black woman, an African American female in America. So this is all to say, screenshot here, I don't really even think I need to say a lot, but I will say it just in case I don't put a screenshot, or if you are listening, this is a person dressed as a gorilla with dreads. A gorilla with dreads. And that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. So let me explain what happened. I see his avatar. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I really wish I could curse. There are times where I've said that in chat, and I mean, I'm 21 plus, 22. Unless they lied to their parents or they got their parents' ID or whatever, they don't really see what I say. I'm like, I really wish I could curse right now because I really did. I wanted to say, what the are you wearing? But I couldn't. So I was like, what the hell are you wearing? Because Roblox lets you say hell, and hell can be kind of punchy too. I say to this person, like, do you understand the implications of that outfit? Because I wanted to know. I'm like, are you a black person and you're wearing this as a satire? There is a modicum of benefit of the doubt that can be given if it were a person in a black space doing something satirically as a black person, but even then it would probably fall flat because what the are you saying with that? There's no, like, maybe I'm just not a genius. I fail to see the comedic and satirical, ironic value of that. Like, I fail to see how you could utilize that in a way to, like, commentate on, like, racism. I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure people have done it. And there are probably things that I've even seen that I don't remember right now. Poetry or art that I've seen that has done it by black artists that's, like, cathartic and, like, it's talking about it and it's, like, satire. Like, I totally think that that is possible. But the reason why I have the screenshots here, the reason why it read to me as a white person is because of their response, their immediate response, mind you, to my immediate concern, because I didn't realize this person was in the server with me. It'd be like, almost like, I want to call it, if they're saying misogynoir, which I'm not saying that, like, to disparage that concept. Like, I think that's, like, fine to have names for things, to be able to put voice to it. I just, like, don't always, sometimes, like, oh, that's problematic. Like, I don't like that kind of thing because it gets very exhausting, and it's just like, can we just, like, live and, like, we can recognize hatred and bigotry and things like that without, like, needing to constantly have, like, a deck of cards of words and terms and, like, situations to be able to classify it. Like, we can just articulate it naturally, emotionally, in the moment. I asked this person, what, like, do you understand the implications of this outfit? Because if you are a black person being the concept pick me noir, you could say that, pick me noir. Like, I'm not like the other black people I've met, especially in a predominantly white school, especially as a nerd, especially as a nerd, anime fan, geeky kind of stuff. There are so many people in this space who are black who are like they go like,
oh, I say the N-word, and I say whatever. Like, people can say whatever they want around me. I give my friends the N-word pass.
And it's like, no, stop. And, it hurts, it cuts, because I was literally one of those people.
Nobody asked.
I was like, oh, I don't want to be black. I want to be white. And I get it. I get it because it's easier. It's safer. It feels like you have power. It feels like you have safety. But it's not the way. Because I didn't want to just come out and be like, that's racist. Because the person be like, oh, I'm black. So a lot of time they're white. It's like, is this a child? Is this a kid that just doesn't know any better? Like, I don't want, like, it's a lot easier to talk to people when you can get on their level to an extent in a way that still communicates my frustration and anger, like, rightfully. do you understand the implications of that outfit? I think that was a very good, succinct way to ask that question and be able to gauge what kind of situation this is. And immediately the person said, ha, cry, lol, and then left. And he left because he saw me walk in front of him and then stop. And I think he realized, oh, she's reporting me, because I was going to report him, whether they were a black person doing it, a kid doing it, didn't know any better or not. Like, I was going to report them anyways, because you don't need to be wearing an outfit like that. It represents too much. Other people will see it and interpret it as that. So even if you don't understand it as being that, I still find it to be inappropriate. Like, boobs are like anatomical aspect of being AFAB female. Like, it's not inherently sexual, but you know what I mean. If a kid were wearing something like that, it's like, yeah, like a gooner outfit, I would report them. I would still say, hey, don't wear that. But it's really rare. Oftentimes it's people who know exactly what they're doing, or at the very least understand that it's not okay. So all of that being said, he said, cry, lol. And I was literally in the process of reporting him. I got the screenshot, like the little, because I love that Roblox now allows you to like capture the scene. I really should have clicked faster. I was trying to click fast because I was like, I think he might leave. And then right as I clicked the report button, he was gone and the report button grayed out. And I was like, oh my effing God, like this is not effing real.
I mean, seriously, what the frick?
Okay, I found his username. I went and looked through his display name. I scrolled through a lot of people and I found his ass and I reported his ass. And I put in my message, this is absolutely unacceptable. You need to ban this person. I said, this behavior should not be permitted to be on this website. I gave them the timestamp too, because he did it so quickly. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to do it very quickly too. So I gave them the timestamp. I gave them the game that we were playing. And I said, this is what he was wearing. This is what he said in chat. I have screenshots of what he said in chat, because I know some people like, oh, emails, let me, I can email them what he said in chat. I have that. And he's wearing that outfit. I reported him. And I'm going to report him. I was always going to report him. And yeah.
Child. Anyway, so.
And my chats were still fresh because I found his profile and I reported it, and my chats were like still there. So it's like a bunch of like breaks of me like talking.
Like my channel shadow banned anyways.
So I was like, okay, let me explain to anyone if they're like coming into the server, like, why are you talking? Because I understand people will be like, why are you like, you know, what is going on? So I said, hi, like, just for context, this was a person who was dressed in a gorilla suit with dreads on it, clearly an African-American hairstyle. And like before, oh, like that's stereotype. It is an African-American hairstyle. Shut up. It is an African-American hairstyle. It is clearly a hairstyle that is meant to indicate that this person is black or of the African diaspora. It is that classic fucking, we love people, we love inclusivity and diversity fucking video game ass dread little ponytail thing. They always put black characters in, and it's so, people have done videos on it. It's so hideous. They need to stop. It can look good on some people, but it's like for video game characters, I find it very hideous now, because I'm like, there are so many other black hairstyles you could do. Like, come on. Not every black person has dreads. Like, come on. But again, person clearly trying to indicate that they're a black person. They also have this little stupid blurb shit of like them being a goblin, you know. And yeah, I'm gonna put their fucking picture in this thing, and I'm gonna put their username in it too. Do not harass this person. Do not say things like they should kill themselves, they should hurt themselves, they're a waste of space, anything like that. That is absolutely unacceptable as well. And that is not what I'm endorsing. I want to make sure that I say that. But their username is out there, because if you want to be publicly racist, then you can be publicly shamed for it. Convicted, criticized, and then hopefully maybe through that, which I understand that that tends to lead to the opposite effect. Hopefully through that, at the very least, you come back saying, I can't be publicly racist anymore. If that's the best we can get from you, then hey, it's one less black little girl who's like me playing Roblox in 2013, 2014, and having someone bypass and say the N-word and other things, or someone literally use an exploit to rape your character because you have darker skin. People have done that to me. And people have said, like, I did that because you were a black avatar. Deadass. Ask them. They said that. I'm not joking. I'm not lying. Like, if you think I'm lying, whatever. I mean, I guess you can believe what you want to believe, but I hope that you understand that I'm telling the truth. Or at least give me the benefit of the doubt to say that I'm telling the truth, because like I really don't have any fucking what's the fucking point of lying? Virtue signaling. Sure, I get a few 9 fucking views and one person's gonna tell me to kill myself in the comments. Like it's not gonna, like I'm not gonna get anything from this. I'm doing this just so it's like out here and people know, like, hey, like maybe someone feels like, hey, I'm not alone, like I deal with this too. It is like, it's draining, and you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know what I've been through. I've been through so much in my life, and I'm not going into it. I'm not, and maybe someday I will. Maybe someday I'll be a public figure, and I will. But right now, you know, I'm not. I have tics. I have Tourette's. So like, there might be times where like I'm talking and like I might like a word might catch, you know, or whatever, or like I might pronounce it in like a weird way. Just understand that's the issue. Not an issue in the sense that everyone with Tourette's is like issued or whatever. Do not misconstrue my words. I swear to God. Like, no, we're not doing that. No, thank you. And if you do that, I'm just going to ignore you because I just blatantly stated my intentions, and you can just, yeah. So I don't have the energy for that. I don't even have the energy to do this, but I wanted to do it because I wanted to know that it's here, and that if I ever wanted to say, hey, I'm going to post this, like I can post it. You know, I don't know what footage I'm going to put up, you know. Probably I have some footage of me like playing video games, so it's probably going to be me playing Roblox. And if it's not me playing Roblox, then it'll be drawings and stuff. But this is just, you know, draining. Basically just, I, you know, said in the chat, hey, you know, sorry everyone, like I don't want to spam the chat, but this person, like, he was just wearing something unacceptable. If you're confused, like, I just, yeah. And a person was like, question mark, you know, and they were completely right to do that, because I would be question mark, like, oh, what's going on? So I was like, oh yeah, he was wearing a gorilla suit with dreads. And I was like, I definitely reported him. I said it in the way that would like is functional for getting the message across in Roblox. Yeah, I reported his ass, and I surely did, and I will do it again, and he deserved it. And I hope, my hope, honestly, is that he gets his account banned. Like, I think that's something worthy of getting your account banned, and I don't give a damn. Why the f are you doing shit like this and acting like you just, there's no consequences for that? People are dying because of ideas like this. Like, do you have no shame? Do you have no compassion or empathy? Probably f***ing not. Only for yourself when bad shit happens to you. So yeah, I think your account should get banned. At best, maybe you'll get like a week ban. I think you deserve that too. Even if that is still retribution, and you deserve that. You deserve to feel the sting of, wow, I did that and now this happened. I got reported and that happened. You deserve that. You absolutely deserve that. Anyways, story explained. Sorry everyone, blah blah blah. Dude is like, bro, shut up, nobody cares. Yeah, I'm doing a voice for him. And I was like, first of all, I already just said, like, hey everyone, just enjoy the game. I'm sorry for spamming the chat, because I knew I was spamming the chat, and I'm like, I'm sorry, this is a lot of text, and I hate like even seeing it when I see myself like typing. I have a very fast WPM. I'm a writer, a creative writer. Like, we type a lot. I be typing a lot. I've been writing a lot. Do a lot of things on the computer. I built my own computer. Like, I'm as nerdy as they come. I get it. I see it, and I'm like, ugh, God, like, Imani, shut up. So, like, okay. I literally just apologized and said, like, I'm sorry for spamming the chat. I said, second of all, it's like, I'm not asking you to care.
Oh, did I win?
I'm not asking you to care. I said, I'm sorry that you don't care about racism, but I do, and I'm going to say something about it. And then he's like, oh, well, you're a little snowflake. And I reported his ass too and blocked him. And I love, what is it? Hideki Kamiya, Devil May Cry, Bayonetta. He blocks like people like just like I hate this blocked. I'm like that is so crazy. Like I really do that now. I've done that a lot like in Roblox. Like if someone's really annoying me sometimes, there are times I rise to the bait because you know we're human, and there are times where people say things and I'm like no, I'm gonna say something to that. I don't have to sit here and just like be silent or whatever to someone being a fucking ignorant asshole. But there are other times where I'm like, this person is so dumb. This is so bad. Like, I just block them. There are times where they don't even know that I saw what they said. They don't even know who I am. And they're like, why am I blocked by this person? You probably said some shit. And I'm like, bye. I'm not even going to engage with you. And I want to make sure that we don't join games together so there's no conflict. So you can live in your little peace. That is my gift to you. That is the grace of God. But what I'm saying is like, don't just sit up there and act like you can just say whatever you want because you quote unquote have free speech. That is a law that is supposed to be a basic human right, a universal right that supersedes law that is based in morality and ethics of people having the freedom to express their thoughts. Just like I have the freedom to express my thoughts, just like another person has the freedom to make a video about this and be like, this sucks and you're stupid. And you would be allowed to do that. Now, does that make it morally or ethically right? No, morally and ethically, I'm in the right. That's not an egotistical thing. That is just a blatant fact. If you are on the side of people being equal, of people having rights, of people loving one another, showing grace and compassion to one another, if you are on that side, then you are ethically and morally in the right. It will never be wrong to want people to be happy. No matter who they are, what they are, we don't have to agree on those things. I can still love you as a human being, and I do. Each and every one of you. You know, all 240 something of you, or whatever. I do. I guess this is more like my own channel stuff. I'm sorry that I haven't been posting. I had an idea for writing a script. I was writing a script in the middle of writing one, a video essay on Tangled, and kind of relating that to agoraphobia, which is something that I think that I deal with. Anyways, let me know what you think. I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're mentally fine. You know, I'm okay. I'm not great right now. I will be okay, but I feel a lot better getting this off my chest, but I still feel very, very, very angry. Stuff like that just makes me very furious. And, yeah. I think I have a right to be furious. And I hope this, you know, makes you furious too. Or at the very least, just disturbed and upset. I wanted to go into more of like a descriptive, like, oh, this is my experience as a black woman playing Roblox or playing video games. But I think that the actual anecdotal evidence of this situation kind of explains that enough, you know, and some of the other things that I've brought up. So if that's not enough for you to understand that it's hard out here for a pimp trying to make his money for a rent, then, you know, I guess that is that. But love you. Please be safe. Please take care of yourselves. Drink water, eat, do all that stuff. And just know that you are loved, no matter what, no matter who you are, what you are, no matter what you believe. Like, you are loved. You are so loved, more than you can ever even imagine. And you deserve to be treated with respect and dignity. And even the people who, you know, did not treat me, or the people of my diaspora with dignity, Lord, I forgive you. I truly do, though. Seriously, I do. Please reevaluate your beliefs. Please, if you were just joking, because many of them are like, oh, I'm just joking. Like, it's not funny. You are not saying anything. There's no comedic value to just saying a slur and parroting actual animal, parroting, parroting racist symbology. There is no value to it. It brings nothing to the world. If your goal is to be countercultural and to get people mad so you can feel like you have attention because you don't feel like you got attention from your mom, which is usually what happens. You don't get attention in your life, so you want to get attention that way. This is not the way to do it. Please seek help. You know, therapy is freaking expensive. It took a while for me to find a therapist. My therapist is in my network of my insurance. Such a huge blessing. But there are so many people who don't have that. There's BetterHelp. They're not really great, but you know, it's there. It is a resource for you. Oh, it is a resource. If someone really needed it and that's the only way they could get it, then like don't sit there and come for them. Come for the damn company. Don't come for the people who need freaking therapy. And don't take my words out of context. That is not what she said.
What do you mean by that?
Thank you for listening if you did, and thank you for, you know, just hearing me out. And even if you don't agree, even if you're like, whoa, it's just a joke in a Roblox avatar and you're reporting someone, you know, I respect that opinion, because I do understand that there can be situations where you are dressed in a certain way and it can be misconstrued as, oh, you're doing it for this purpose, and you're not. But that reaction to it just led me to believe that you know exactly what you're doing, because no reaction from a genuine person, a decent person, is going to be cry about it, lol, and then leave. No, your reaction would be, I did not even realize, or like, I'm black and I thought this was like a thing, but like, I totally see what you're saying now. Or even just like, I'm not doing it for that reason. Like, point blank and simple. You don't have to engage, you don't have to be like kind or nice or whatever. Just like, I'm not doing it for that reason. That's all you needed to do. You didn't do that. You said cry about it, lol, because you wanted to be a rage baiter. And now you're reported, and your profile and the other dude's profile as well will be in this video. If you want to be publicly racist, you deserve to be publicly shamed. Now, is it going to reach a lot of people? Probably not. Does this mean I want people to harass them and like go for them, dox them, anything like that? Hell no. That is unacceptable. Do not do that to people. I don't give a damn what they did. Everyone is a human being. They are worthy of love and respect. That's the funny thing. Everyone is a human being and worthy of love and respect. So don't dress up like a fucking gorilla with dreads and then act like that's not a big fucking deal to people who are literally dying because of beliefs like that. Like, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. So that's my take. But you can disagree or whatever. You know, you can do whatever you want, I guess. Free will, freedom of speech, I can do whatever I want. It doesn't mean you're not an asshole, though. So, you know, you can do what you want, but it just makes you morally and ethically wrong, and, you know, you just have to accept that. If you think you're in the right, I mean, we've got a lot of work there, but, you know, to each their own. I do feel a little bit better, but, yeah, it's just so draining. I don't understand why people are like this. It just makes no sense, man. It really doesn't. I've cried enough about it. I also was not having the greatest week, so I think this is just like another thing of just like, what the fuck?